Hey everybody, I was just sitting out here. I hadn't done any videos or anything for a while. I've kind of got a hurt heart right now. There's been a situation right down the road here, not too far from where I live. 11-year-old boy shot in a turkey hunting accident, and of all things, by a wounded warrior hunt, and yeah, I normally stick to deer hunting. I do a little bit of fishing on the channel. I've been kind of out of all of it right now because of, you got all this virus crap and people are worried about their finances. I've been off work, done a lot of fishing, caught some fish, doing some cooking, and I was sitting here smoking these ribs, and I think about the way I grew up, the way people in my family grew up, and friends of ours that grew up, and how it was stressed. My dad was an ex-Marine, Vietnam vet, and he worked all the time and everything, but he took us and he taught us about firearms, and he showed us what they did. And this isn't just for the young or the old or anywhere in between. It's for everyone. And firearms accuracy is it's something you have to practice. Firearm safety is something you have to practice. Hunting is something that you have to practice to become to a level to be successful and to make shots where the animals aren't injured, and you make a good clean kill. I've talked about it 100 times. 2 years ago now, or not this past season before, I had a beast of a 10-point at 42 yards, and I had to let him walk. It was a good shot with a bow. I could have hit him with that Hoyt, and I just wouldn't take that shot. And that's what I want to talk about to everybody. You're talking about a father that got injured, that was sitting with his 11-year-old son, 11 years old. And not trying to bring everybody's mood down, but we as sportsmen have to pass down the things we know. First and foremost has to be firearm safety. Guys, we can't shoot at something we can't see. Oh, I heard a turkey call in the bushes. I don't know the whole story. I've read up on it, and I feel like I'm pretty well versed. I'm not going to bring no names into it, or I'll just say it was right here in it was in Jefferson County where the guy's being tried, and I don't believe this guy meant to do it. He didn't mean to do it. He was just shooting at what sounded like a turkey. And now he has been arrested. It's going to ruin his family because he made a shot that was a poor decision, a shot on something that he heard and did not see completely. There's an 11-year-old boy that's been killed, and nothing can replace that. That father will never forget that day and watching that. That mother will never be able to fill that void. And everybody else, his friends at school, the impact on hunting. These are the excuses people use when they say, hey, let's, make laws where people can't hunt. So that all said, like I said, I'm not trying to bring anybody down, but let's take these young people, and even better, we've all got that buddy that makes jokes about making shots and doing this and doing that, or that guy that you know is he's just wild. But don't be quiet. Talk to these people. Tell them what can happen. Because not only for the person that gets shot or the family member that lost that person, but the person that makes that shot is possibly going to lose his life, his family, his children. It's not just the ripples from this rock in the pond here don't stop. It destroys both families. Not to mention if you're any kind of a person or a man, you'd probably never pick up a gun again. So guys, just be safe. Take your children out, take your kids out, take your neighbors' kids out. Don't focus on, oh, you didn't hit the target or you did hit the target. Focus on, we followed these certain steps. These are the rules. And that's it. I'm going to start this. It's probably going to start tomorrow if I got time. And I'll probably have my 11-year-old daughter. And this is probably why it hits. You know, my daughter's the same exact age as this boy. And I'm going to start doing a set of videos, and it's going to be based off of my, I used to do firearms training, and I still do occasionally, but it's, it's all amateur level. It's anymore. I don't I don't charge. I don't do that, but I take people, especially people like women that have boys that want to learn to shoot and operate firearms. So I try a lot, and you know what? If when I did do it, the first 4 or 5 hours is nothing but training on safety. All right, and after that, there is a whole process that I'm gonna try to get on video, because every year you hear about stories, and there's always that heartbreaking story, and there's always, I knew a guy that shot his son. He shot his own son. And it's brutal. So we have to get this message out. We've got to share these messages. And I'm not talking about my video. I could care less about that. But share the message about how to be safe with firearms, how to identify your targets, how to make sure that you hit your target, you make the shot that gets a good humane kill. These things matter, guys, and it could be your life that's affected, your family's life that is affected, and then you could take a life from an 11-year-old child. So guys, y'all please be safe out there. I know that the majority of people aren't hunting any. I still do a little hog hunting during the summer, or in just this time of year. I do mainly cooking and eating and fishing this time of year, but I think we're gonna try to do this. I'm gonna probably start with handguns, because I know there are some younger men on this channel, and I know that maybe they haven't been taught about handgun safety. So I'm gonna start there, because you know what, a lot of people have handguns laying around the house. And I'm going to start there. I'm going to go through rifles. I'm going to go through shotguns. I'm going to go through AR-15s. I don't know. I'll probably just unload the gun cabinet, because, like I said, this is heartbreaking to me, and I hope y'all join me for it. And I hope that even if you don't use what I've got out here or what I'm going to put out here, I hope that you'll sit down to loved ones you've got. Maybe it's your wife that carries a handgun but doesn't ever practice, Me and my wife, luckily, she'll come out and we can shoot in our backyard. So, we may just go out and shoot 3 times a piece or 4 times a piece. And then it never fails, because I'm kind of an ass about safety. She'll get mad at me because I fuss at her, because maybe she doesn't have the gun pointed in the right direction. Or maybe, there's nobody over there, but, you don't put the gun vertical unless you're shooting safe. So, anyway, it's or horizontal, excuse me. But let's spread the word, guys. Let's make sure everybody at least gets to hear that, hey, safety first. I don't give a damn if it's a 180-inch deer. If there's something behind it that you can't see, let him walk, man. It ain't worth it. Happy hunting.